So I'm just using 8-pound weights. That's my medium heavies. And then I have a band. The band is totally optional. It's to add a little additional resistance for us today. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and draw your knees up towards your chest. Go ahead and set your watches if you're tracking your workout. A few more here. And then draw that knee up and over to a side lunge. Press your hips back as you bend deep into that knee. One more time on each side. And then come on down to a low, wide squat. Feet wider than your hips, toes turned, our arms out to a T. Bend and extend your knees. Chest is lifted. Hold the bend the knees, tiny circles with your arms. Reverse that direction. Reach down, tap towards the opposite inside foot. One more time each side. Come back through center, bend the knees, hinge forward at your waist. Give yourself a nice big hug and then squeeze your shoulder blades together as you lift your arms up towards the ceiling. 2 more. Last one. Come on up, toe heel your feet together. We're just going to draw that right leg forwards and backwards. We're going to that hip flexor here. And then draw that right leg out to the right and in front of the left, out to the right, behind the left leg. One more time each direction. Gently plant your right foot down, shake it out. Left leg forwards and backwards. Right leg is your base here. Warming up that hip flexor on the left side. Hold that right leg forward, swing it in front, open, swing it behind. So you're just staggering that left leg in front and behind. One more time. All right, come back to standing. Pedal it out, roll your shoulders up and back. Make sure you have plenty of water. We're gonna go ahead and grab that set of weights. If you're using that loop band, grab that band, place it around your thighs. We got 50 seconds for each move. We've got 9 moves. We're gonna run through those moves with a 5-second breather. And then we're gonna repeat it. We've got a nice 9-minute stretch at the very end. Grab one weight, come to the back of your area. We've got monster walks going in 2 and 1. So your knees are wide. We're walking up, we're walking back. Do not transfer directions of which way you're looking. Chest is lifted, hips are low, knees are wide. Stay with it. Walk it up, walk it back. Keep it going. You're halfway. Almost there. Remember, you got 4 rounds of this. Keep it going. Last 10. You got a 5-second breather after this. Last 3, 2. All right, quickly grab that second weight. Ground through your feet are hip width apart and parallel. We have a deadlift to alternating staggered deadlift. Single leg deadlift. Press that hip back. Deadlift. Rise up, stagger the opposite leg back. You're really pressing those hips back. Your back remains flat. If you got that band on, keep it around your thighs. A little additional resistance. Some of the moves, that band is just there for fun. Other times, you're going to feel it. That is the point. At any point in time, you can bring that band off to the side. You can pick it back up and use it later. Last 3, 2. All right, finish up where you're at. Roll your shoulders down and back. Alternating curtsy to a bent fly. Here we go. Curtsy, pulse it down for 2. Rise up, hammer curl, bent fly, lower, extend, curtsy lunge, pulse it down for 2. Rise up, hammer curl halfway, bent fly, lower, extend, curtsy, pulse it. Rise up, hammer curl, bend fly, lower, extend, curtsy pulse. Give me 2 pulses. Here we go. So as you noticed, we're starting with lower body. Next up, we've got core. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Set one weight down. Bring that weight to heart center, feet are hip width. Give me a low squat, overhead press, alternating knee drive. Squat, press it up, hinge forward on your squat, press it up. You can keep that weight at heart center. If you want to add a shoulder press, bring it overhead. You can do 2 weights, 1 weight in each hand. Flex through your foot, squat, press it up, squat, press it up. We're holding on to that 1 weight for our next move. You're still going for 5. That's 3, 2. All right, feet are hip width. We have a reverse lunge. We're gonna hold that lunge and do a wood chop. Step the left foot back, reach it up to the right, down to the left, step it forward, step it back with the right, bring it up to the left, down to that back leg, bring it forward, step it back, reach it up, reach it down, bring it forward, step it back, reach it up, reach it down. You've got it. Use that band for resistance. Use those heavy weights here. Reach it up to the left, down to that back leg, step back forward. Keep it going. That's 3. All right. Walk your feet wider than your hips. Sink your hips down low. Still with that 1 weight. Bring it forward. Bus drivers. Over and under. Now, you want extra lower body work? Stay in that squat. You want to come up to standing, give your legs a breather. Do just those bus drivers standing. To allow yourself more balance, disperse your weight by drawing your feet further apart. Likewise, bring your feet closer together. You've got it. Over and under. We're going back to 2 weights for our last 3 moves. Abs are engaged. You're still going to hold on to that band around your thighs. All right, release it down. Grab that second weight. Palms facing up, standing or kneeling. Arnold press, full curl, overhead press. Bring it back down. Extend. Bicep curl, overhead press. Bring it back down. Extend. "20 seconds down. Less than 30 to go. You got it. Stay with it. Almost there. Curl, overhead press, bring everything back down. You all look so strong. Keep it going. Last 3, 2. All right, widen your stance. Hinge forward, bend the knees. 1 way in each hand. We've got rows. Narrow row, release it down. Row it up, release it down. Stay with it. So I'm using a cloth band because the rubber ones tend to roll up if you draw your knees wider than usually hip width. That band rolls up, you can adjust it. You can set it off to the side when we're doing the upper body. We're not going to use the band except for the last move that we have coming up next. We're going to want to put that band on, row it up, release it down. Abs are engaged here. Keep that elbow close and towards your body. Wrist towards the rib cage for 3. That's 2. and 1. All right, walk your feet together. Put that band back on your thighs if you took it off. Left arm forward, right arm out from the shoulder. Right leg lifts and lowers, and we're switching. Lift and lower. Think slow and steady. That standing leg, that leg is your base. Think however slow you lift that leg and those arms, that is the same speed that you are lowering your limbs. You've got it. Remember, this is round 1 of 4. You've got a little breather coming up after this. Lift and lower, 10 more seconds. You've got it. Last 2. All right, roll the shoulders down and back. You've got a breather, set one weight down. You still got 15 seconds. Maybe step it side to side. We're back to the top. We've got monster walk. Remember our stretch, that big, well-earned stretch will be at the very end. We're going in 3, 2, come to the back of your mat, knees wide. Here we go. Walk it up. Walk it back. So your knees are tracking out over your toes. What I mean, we don't want to come into a knock-knee position. If you just can't get your knees wider, walk your feet a little bit closer in. You don't want to bring those knees further in than your heels. Knees are nice and wide. Hold it there. Walk it up. Walk it back. Keep it going. Hips are low here. We're grabbing that second weight next. You still got 10 seconds here. Keep it going. Monster walks up and back, not changing direction of where you're looking. That's 3, 2. All right, release down. Grab that second weight. Deadlift to alternating single leg deadlift. Here we go. Glide that weight down. Rise up, stagger 1 foot back. Glide that weight down. Rise up. Switching sides. Almost there. Keep it going. Really lift that back heel. Glide the weights down the front of both shins. The feet are planted, or the front shin. Press your hips back as if you're trying to sit into a chair behind you. Last 5. That's 2. All right, shoulders down and back. We got that curtsy lunge pulse to a standing half, hammer curl to a bent fly. Give me 2 pulses in that curtsy. Rise up, half curl, bent fly, lower, extend, curtsy pulse, 2 times. Bring it up, half curl, bent fly, lower down, extend. You've got it. Halfway. We're really firing up that lower body, firing up your core as you hinge in those pulses. Upper body with a half hammer curl to a bent fly. Total body right here, lots of strength. You got this. You've got it for 3, 2. All right, go ahead and roll your shoulders down and back. Set one weight down, feet are hip width apart. Weight between your palms, low squat. Knee drive, maybe add in that overhead press. You've got it. Stay with it. Remember, you got 50 seconds on the clock for moving. Purely strength, so take it slow. Focus on your form. Is your shoulder stacked directly over your hips as you're standing? Is your foot flexed? How high are you getting that knee? Can you get an inch or 2 higher? I bet you can. Stay with it. Last 5. Alternating reverse lunge hold with a wood chop. All right, plant that foot down. Here we go. Reverse lunge. Reach it up. Down to that back leg Bring it center, reverse lunge, reach it up and down. Bring it center, reach it up. So the arm that's reaching up is over that front knee. You're reaching down towards that back leg. Slow and steady. This is your second time being here. There's no surprises. You got it. Reach it up, reach it down. Last 5. Last 2. All right, finish up where you're at. Keep that single weight. Wide stance if you can. Weights forward, over, and under. Remember, you can walk those feet in. Come to standing. You can also come to kneeling. Over and under. You've got it. Keep it going. Standing, kneeling, squat. You got this. Stay with it. We're grabbing those 2 weights in 10. All right. Go ahead and grab that second weight. We've got those Arnold presses coming up next. Here we go. Standing or kneeling. Full curl, overhead press. Bring it back down. Extend. Bicep curl. Press it up overhead. Bring it back down. You've got it. Stay with it. Last 10. Last 5. 2. All right, roll the shoulders down and back. Widen your stance, bend the knees, hinge forward. Here we go. Narrow row. Release it down. You're alternating. Row it up and release. Row and release. Drawing that palm towards the same rib cage. More than 20 seconds down, less than 30 remaining. Yes, you can. Row it up. Release it down. You've got it. Row, release, row, release. Last 10. All right, walk those feet in, L raise with the side leg lift. Here we go. Lift and lower, lift and lower. So the leg that's lifting, that arm is gonna be out from the side. Lift it up, lower down, lift it up, lower down. You've got it. Engage your abs. Stand up nice and tall. Avoid drawing your arms higher than your shoulders. Slow and steady, palms facing down. Wrists are straight forward. You're at less than 10. 20-second breather after this, and we're back to the top. Last 3, 2. All right. Catch your breath. Remember, grab water at any time. We're going back to those monster walks. You still got 10 seconds. All right, when you're ready, we're grabbing that weight. Bring it to the back. Knees wide. Knees as wide as your ankles. Walk it up. And we're walking it back. Keep it going. Stay with it. Just like a wide stance duck walk. You've got 20 seconds. Remember, this is round 3. So now this is when you perfect your form. Maybe go heavier with your weights. Last 10. We're grabbing that second weight next. Walk it up. Walk it back. All right, finish up where you're at. Grab that second weight. Deadlift to a single leg deadlift. Here we go. Bring it down. Rise up. Stagger deadlift. Press those hips back. Keep those hips square. You've got it. Looking so strong. Ground through your standing foot. If you're doing that deadlift and between the staggered deadlifts, both feet are grounded. Last 10. Keep it going. Almost there. All right, shoulders down and back. Rise on up. We have that curtsy deadlift. Give me 2 pulses. When you come to stand, half bent hammer curl to a bent fly. Come out the same way you came in. Curtsy pulse. Rise up, half hammer, bent fly, lower, extend, curtsy pulse. So with those curtsies, now you're really bumping that outer hip out. You've got it. We're going down to that one weight next, and we're going to stick with that one weight for 3 moves. Last 2. All right, finish up where you're at. Set one weight down. You can always do 2 weights here. Feet are hip width or more narrow. Low squat, overhead press, knee drive. Bring it back down. Press it up. Flex through that foot. Imagine you have something very important hanging on the top shoelace portion of your foot, and you want to keep it there. Flex through that foot. Lots of hip flexors here. Lots of lower ab work as you draw that knee up. Maybe hold it for a breath. Gently come back down. Squat. Press it up. You've got those alternating reverse lunges with the wood chop coming up next. All right, set your feet down. We're coming into that reverse lunge. Step it back. Bring it up to that front knee, down to that back knee. Step it forward, step it back. Hold the reverse lunge, up and down. You should feel this in your core. If you don't, twist a little bit deeper. For balance, keep your gaze forward. To challenge your balance, bring your gaze with that weight. You've got it. Last 5. All right, finish up where you're at. We got those bus drivers, standing, squatting, kneeling, over, under. Make sure that your wrists are shoulder height. They're not higher. You're gonna really hurt your shoulders. Make sure that they're at shoulder height or lower. It's okay if they're lower. Over and under. You can create a bend in the elbows. For more of a challenge, hold the arms straight. Keep going. We're grabbing those 2 weights next. Last 2 and 1. All right, grab that second weight. Shoulders down and back, feet are grounded, full bicep curl, overhead press, Arnold press, bring everything back down. Extend, curl, nice. Looking so strong, keep it going. Make sure you're breathing. Are engaged, continually knitting your rib cage together. Drawing your navel in towards your spine and not just holding it in, but continuing to breathe by drawing your navel up towards the crown of your head. Keep it going. Gorilla rows are next in 3, 2. All right, finish up where you're at. Widen that stance, bend your knees, hinge forward, 1 weight in each hand. Here we go. Row it up. Release it down. You want to bring that weight towards the same rib cage, just like you're trying to elbow somebody off of your back. Bring it up. Release it down. You've got this. "20 more seconds. Yes, you can. Last 10. Do not stop now. Just keep moving. Row it up. Release it down. Switch sides. Last 3, 2. All right, keep those weights. We've got lateral leg lift to L raise arms. Remember, that leg that's lifting, that same arm is directly out from the hip. Release it down. Slow and steady. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Palms are facing down. You've got it. Lift it up. Lower down. Lift and lower. You got a breather coming up in less than 10. We're gonna run through these one more time. Make it your best round yet. All right, finish up where you're at, shoulders down. Set the weights down. You got 15 seconds. You got one more chance to give these moves your all. All right, monster walks. Come to the back of your area. Knees are wide, sink your hips down. Keep those hips as low as you can. Walk it up and then walk it back. Chest stays lifted. Weight at heart center. Keep it going. Keep it going. 20 more seconds. Last time doing these monster walks. We're grabbing that second weight if you're only using one. Deadlift to alternating single leg deadlift. You got it for 3. That's 2. All right, finish up where you're at. Grab that second weight quickly. Ground through your feet. Come right into that deadlift. Rise up, switching sides. Single leg deadlift. Set it down, deadlift. "20 more seconds. Press those hips back. Hips are square. Neck is in neutral spine. So what I mean is when you hinge your body, your gaze coming on where you're hinging. You're not spotting. Last 10. You've got it. You've got 5. That's 3, 2. All right, shoulders down and back. Curtsy lunge pulse 2 times. Half hammer curl to a bent fly when you come back to standing. Lift, lower, extend. Curtsy pulse. Bring it up, curl, bent fly, lower, release. That's it. Keep it going. Pulse it down, lift, half curl, bent fly. Come back down the same way you came into it. Total body right here. This is move 3 out of 9. Yes, you can. Last 10. We're going down to 1 weight next. In 2. All right, finish up where you're at. Bring 1 weight down, feet are hip width or more narrow. Squat, overhead press, knee drive. Squat down low, press it up. I want that knee as high as you can bring it. Pretend that you don't have that band on if you do have a band on. Imagine you're trying to draw that knee up towards the same hand. Squat. Press it up. Take out that press up if it's not your thing. Take off that band if you're not feeling it. Do what you can. Make sure you're coming into a squat to a knee drive. Last 10 here. Alternating reverse lunge. Hold that lunge with the wood chop coming up next. You've got 3, 2. All right, keep that weight. Here we go. Step it back. Hold it there. Bring it up. Bring it down. Bring it forward. Step it back. Up. And down. 10 seconds down. You know what that means. Keep moving. You get what you put into your workouts. This is your workout. Remember why you showed up today. 20 seconds to go. Last 15. Last 5. All right, we've got those bus drivers. Bring it forward, over, and under. Keep it going. Hopefully none of us really drive like this. Keep it going, over and under. Remember, your wrists are at the same height or lower than your shoulders, never ever above. Even when that arm comes over, it's still beneath your shoulder. Keep it going. Arms can be straight for more of a challenge. We're grabbing that second weight. We got 3 more moves after this. And then everyone's favorite stretch. You got 5, 2, and 1. Set that weight down. Roll the shoulders down and back. Here we go. Full bicep curl, overhead press. You've got it. Curl, overhead, bring it down. Press it up. 20 seconds to go. You've got it. Last 15 seconds. Press it up. Release it down. Last 3, 2. All right, release it down. Widen that stance. Bend the knees, hinge forward. Here we go. Row, release. You've got it. Row it up. Release it down. Now, if your lower back hurts, try engaging your core. You know what I'm gonna say. Draw your navel to your spine, up the crown of your head. Don't just let your belly be loose and relaxed. You want it engaged. Keep it going. Row and release. 15 more seconds. Back is flat. Row it up. Release it down. You got 7, 3, 2. All right, set those weights down. Oh, nope, sorry. Keep those weights. I'm switching weights. If you want to go lower, I understand. L raise with the side leg lift and lower. Keep it going. I got some shoulder issues that I've had that I never resolved from high school during lacrosse, so moral of the story, address your issues when you're young. Arms raise, arms lower, side leg lift and lower. Try to make it slow. If your arms or your leg just falls down, that's okay. Just try to make it a repeatable action. Abs are engaged. You've got it. Last 10. Stay with it. You've got it for 3, 2. All right, release those weights down. If you have that band, take it off. I know, we're all excited to see that band go. Come to standing, just step side to side. Roll your shoulders up and back. Big motion. Grab water whenever you need it. Reverse that direction. Up and forward. It's a funky looking move. It's not pretty. All right, widen that stance. Bump the hips side to side, arms out to a T. Cross your right arm over your left side body. Continue to bump the hips. Open. Switch sides. Left arm across your body. Bumping the hips side to side. Open, circle at the wrist. Bring your hips to center, arms overhead. Left elbow or left hand draws right elbow down. If you start with the left, that's perfectly fine. Open, circle at your wrist. Switch sides. Keep your chin lifted. Open out your hands. Arms out to a T. Bring your hands behind your back. You can clasp your hands or bring them to your lower hips. From here, forward fold. Now if you get lightheaded, come halfway. You should feel in the backs of your legs. Your back is flat. If you don't get lightheaded or if you're comfortable with it, you can come all the way down, bringing your forehead closer to the floor. Bring your left hand to your right foot, reach your right hand up. Circle out your right wrist. Release your right hand. Walk your hands through center over to the left foot. Right hand down, left arm up. Release your left hand down. Walk your hands back through center on your hips, on the floor or just in space. Grab opposite elbows. And again, you can also stay halfway if you like, and you can still come to that ragdoll or come all the way down. It's just how deep of a stretch you're going to get in your lower back and the back side of your legs. Just sway side to side. That's okay. All right, we're going to come all the way up and over. Some core work and some stretching. It's a double whammy. Sway to the right, sway to the left, come all the way up. Keep going. All the way up to center and down to the right. Oh yes. Come back to that ragdoll. Sway side to side. Catch your breath. All right, sway right, sway left, come back to the right. Keep bringing it all the way up to the right, all the way to the top, down to the left, back to that wide-legged forward fold. Just sway. Bring your arms out to a T. Roll all the way up, slow and steady. Toe heel your feet in. Draw that right foot forward. Draw your right heel down. Left leg is straight. Hinge forward. Right leg is straight too. Stay here. Bend into that left knee. Get a little bit deeper. Really draw your right toes towards the ceiling. Gently release your right hand down. Press your right foot in towards the floor so your foot is flat. Inhale, rise up. Release your right foot behind you. You can grab your right foot. You can place your left hand on a ledge or a bar or a wall for support. Your feet are hip-width apart and parallel. You can stay here to deepen that quad stretch. Pull your right leg back. Release your shoulders down, release your foot. Draw your right knee up, flex your right foot, draw your right ankle over your left thigh. Whoop. And gently press your right knee away from your body. Stay here, or you can fold forward, bringing your elbows towards your knees for some support. If you can reach, oh, I'm so close. You can bring your fingertips towards the floor. You want to bend into that right knee. That's going to really allow that right hip flexor to stretch by bending into that left knee, ironically. All right, gently rise up. Release your right foot down, circle it out. Switch the direction. All right, step your right foot slightly back. Left heel in towards the floor. Start with both legs being straight. Really flex through your left foot. Hinge forward. Bring your left elbow towards your left knee. Stay here or whoop, bend into that right knee. Really flex through your left foot. Try to draw those toes towards the ceiling, closer towards your left shoulder. Release your left hand and press the top shoelace portion of your left foot in towards the floor. Gently rise up. Draw that left heel in towards your left glute. Square out your hips. Draw that left knee in line with the right. You can always hold on to a ledge or a bar or a wall with your right hand. Stay here, or for a deeper quad stretch on that left side, pull that left knee back. Gently release the bind of your left hand to your left foot. Draw your left knee up. Flex through your foot, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Continue to keep that left foot flexed to protect your left knee. Stay here. You can come down. You want to feel it in your outer left hip, in your outer left glute. Maybe reach for the floor if you can. Bend into that right knee. All right, finish up. Come on up, release your left foot. Circle out your left ankle. Widen your stance. Give me a nice big inhale. And exhale. One more. Fantastic work, everyone. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I hope you have a fantastic